Um, I hope the mic is working. I hope the mic is gonna work. As usual, I don't wait for people a lot because I am always running out of time. But I said, like I promised that I was going to do a live. That's why I am here. I'm going to talk about um day three challenge that we completed on the 31st. If you joined when the challenge was already on, um I have sent like a summary. I want to greet the moms first. Hi, if you watch the replay, thank you for being here. My name is Eve. I am passionate about single motherhood. I like talking about single motherhood because probably I'm a single mom, and it's just something I just wanted. I felt like there was not enough single mom communities, and there were moms communities. We are still moms, but it's a little bit different for us because we carry a bigger load, so it's a little bit difficult for us. So I felt led to create a community where moms can come together and I share my own knowledge about single motherhood and some of the things that have worked for me. I have been in the US. This is my 10th year in the US. It hasn't been easy. It has been a lot of emotional roller coaster, a lot of uh, challenges along the way, and a lot of things that I've learned along the way. And if somebody asks me in 10 years, what have you learned about America? I would say, first of all, it's a very good country. I've been blessed here a lot. I was successful in Africa already. I had a accessories business. I was selling bags. I was being supplied with bags, and I was selling bags all over my city, and I was even shipping some to other cities in my country, and it brought me a lot of money, and that's what I also used to sorry, that's what I also used to come here. So I've always been a business driven woman. I've always loved business. I've always been extremely independent, but it's just by nature because when you run a business, it always feels like you are business driven, and it gives people, especially people from my culture, they see a different character as to how women should do. And so I've always done business. I love doing business. In America, it was very challenging. Went to school first because I wanted a stable life for my children. I wanted a stable income, so I went to school. I did, before going to school, I first did some uh, a certification to be able to have a stable schedule. So I worked as a billing and coding professional for about 3 years. I loved it. I will tell you what, I loved it. And then ventured into healthcare. Was very challenging, but I completed it. I had a bachelor degree in respiratory therapy. For so far, it's a stable job. It's a recession-proof job. It's a job that can give you a comfortable life, but it's also a draining job. It's also a challenging one. But you get to, be exposed to a lot, and there's a lot that goes on too. But at the end, it gives you that stability. You still work 3 days if you want, or you can work PRN if you want. I work, sorry, I work PRN. By the way, I have my favorite drink. I work PRN because I've worked full time for a few years, then stepped back and decided to rest. That's the beauty of healthcare again. If you plan well, you are able to rest. You're able to take some times off. And I needed time off. Last year, I went through some shaky stuff in the beginning of last year, in the beginning of 2025, but I bounced back like a boss, okay? You always have to bounce back like a boss. Today, I decided to not script anything. I decided to not uh, write anything that I was going to say. It's a day three challenge that I wanted to kind of like close it, but I also wanted to talk a little bit about me because I'm always talking about something else, but I'm not talking about myself. So I took the last year I was PRN. I'm still PRN because that year was very important for me. I was able to create something very powerful for myself. It took me a lot of courage, and I had to reconsider many things. I had to reevaluate many things in my life. Because I came to the point where I was doing so many things that was draining my energy. I had to sit back and reconsider the things that I was doing and rank them in in levels. Is it draining me? Is it not draining me? Is it okay to continue with it? So I would say last year was a very transformative year. I created it. No, I did not create. I venture into a business that I enjoy, that is bringing some income to me. I am planning to scale it, but so far, this year, I decided to continue with what I have and figure out how I can easily uh, scale it, but not this year. And also this year, I've got after 10 years in America, I have learned a lot. The culture has taught me a lot. One thing that a lot of people struggle with is loneliness, is friendship, it's belonging, is the sense of belonging. And I've come to the realization that it's by states. And why do I say it's by states? Um, Last year, I went to Florida with my kids for vacation. I was surprised how the people there were warm. I mean, they are warm just like the state of Florida. I felt instantly. I mean, instantly good. I was welcome. People took care of me. At the beach, people were so nice. People were. I was like, wait a minute. Do people do that? Because here in Ohio, people are very cautious. People are weird, I would say. And when I was discussing about that with one of my coworkers, she told me, "You will find out people are very warm in cities, areas like Florida, areas like Houston, Texas. So those type of cities. I don't know about Atlanta, but those type of cities do help do bring a sense of so I would tell any mom that if you are in a state that you you feel like things are not really working the way you want, and I evaluate even the state I'm in. After 10 years, I evaluate what came out of it, because I refuse to be static. I refuse to not move. I refuse comfort because most times comfort is not good. It means you are not going forward with your life. The moment you do a lot of uncomfortable things, then you realize you are going far with your life. You are changing things and you are going upward. You are changing. Your life is changing. That's when you start doing uncomfortable things. That's when you feel like, okay, my life is changing. But if you're always sitting, you're always on the comfortable state, you're always doing the same thing over and over, no change, no innovation, no risk, then it's most likely you are static. You are not moving. Things are not changing. And when it's like that, you can spend years in that state. And then comes regret. and then comes regret. So any mom should evaluate where she is right now and evaluate, which means in the next 5 years, do I want to be in this state? In the next 5 years, have I built, okay, since I've been here, have I built a relationship? Have I built a community? Was I successful in money? Did the state help me with XYZ? Am I surrounded with family, friends that really care for me? Should I take the leap and move? Again, that these are very important decisions that single moms should look into, because sometimes changing areas can bring a lot of good and positive things. Just to kind of tell you, so yeah, I took 1 year, still PRN, still doing the PRN thing, but I am in an evaluation stage. After 10 years, I am now re-evaluating if I have to move to another state or if I have to stay in this state. What are the benefits if I stay here? What are the benefits if I move? Was I able to really, what did the state bring to me positive, as far as positivity is concerned? What did I learn? Do I still want to continue after 10 years in the same state? Do I want to take a leap? What do I want to do? And these are very important questions, because I think even when you are not surrounded, if you are not helped, so that's what I'm going to say too. If you are not helped, it is very difficult to achieve your goals. Most times we are told to go and achieve your goals. You can do it. Ask for help, do this. But most times it's not easy to even ask for help. Sometimes you don't even have the right help. Sometimes life is just different and things just become so different. So if you are in a situation where you sit back and you feel like, oh, this is hard for me to build a community here. It's hard for me to move up with the things that I want to do. I have so much limited help, and I've made so much mistake because, again, I don't have the help that I need. I'm struggling with making maybe friends. I'm struggling to maybe maintaining a good lifestyle. Maybe where you are is expensive. Where you are is, let's say you live in an expensive state, let's say like California, should you still stay there? Stuff like that. Because we are always saying, go, achieve your goals, do this. But I believe even for a single mom to achieve her goals, the environment she's in counts. If you are in a state where you don't feel supported, it's going to affect you. If you're in a state where it's hard to build community, it's going to affect you. If you are in a state that you feel like the state hasn't provided anything or doesn't really have that much stuff for you, it's going to affect your goals. It's going to affect everything. So by doing the challenge, it was just to show to moms that yes, we can do XYZ. But again, it will really depends on your community. It will really depends on the environment you're in. And again, it's not all the moms that are going to move to another state. But I just wanted to put that out there because it's something I am really considering. It's something I'm really considering. And I will see if I have to move or not. But it's something I'm really considering after having made 10 years in America in the same state. But I've made 10 years in the same state, but I have also moved to other states to kind of see what's going on there. So I'll probably see what I will do. But I also tell moms it's important to evaluate the area you are in, because that affects your goals, that affects your life as well. I believe it affects your life a lot, a lot. So that's just what I wanted to talk with you ladies tonight. Also, the last email I sent was about one thing that I will always do when I get a package. I will remove my informations in it. I don't know. I don't trust. I don't just throw the package with my address on it. I always rip my address off and shred it. That's what I do all the time if I receive an Amazon package or my vitamins package, because they are on subscriptions every time they come. I've taught my kids that as well. They shred it, we put it in we never leave the address on the package. So I throw the package away, but I remove the address. That's very, very, very important. We live in a crazy world. We live in dangerous times. So you may want to not pay a little bit of pay more attention when you receive packages. You just remove them and then throw them away. The other thing, I always have a second, like if I receive the insurance cards for my kids, financial documentations, important financial documentation, like maybe the title of my car. I mean, a lot of important things. I always scan one. I put it in the digital space. I told you ladies that I use FitSave from Fidelity. They have I believe it's free, or maybe you need to have an account with them. I do have an account with them. I have several investment accounts with them. I have a 403b from my employer with them. I have a Roth IRA with them. I have another account, cash management account with them. So my 403b is for my retirement. My 401k is still retirement, but it's after tax. And my cash management account is for my dreams and goals. So I just put money in there automatically. Once I get paid, the money gets taken into a percentage and put in there. I also, yes, so Fidelity for me works a lot because it's user friendly. I like it. They have I like the system. They have robot advisor. It's easy to navigate, and it's user friendly. I've opened one brokerage account there for my kids as well. But I'm teaching them to invest. So I'm teaching them to fund their little brokerage account. It's not funded the way I want, but it's a learning process and we are doing it together. They have great stocks. I just love the platform. I was in Vanguard as well, but Vanguard wasn't that great. It wasn't user friendly for me. It was studious. I didn't like it. I don't like to be thinking about how to navigate a website that or something that has a firm website that has my money in it. I don't have to think. It has to work well for me. So yes, I do recommend FitSave to save all your documentations. Let's say if you travel, you go to another country and you lose your passport, you can always access FitSave and you're going to get your passport. Thank you for the heart. Somebody is watching since, but I don't know who that is. I see a lot of faces, but I don't know who that is. Okay. Thank you for the heart. So Mama, have a list, have a checklist. I have a checklist myself. Like I told you, I'm in an evaluation mode. After 10 years, I have a checklist that I will go through. And before the end of this year, I will know exactly what to do. I will know if I have to move or if I have to stay or if I have to go up or down. I will know. I will know. So have a checklist. If you were not able to complete this challenge, what led you to not complete this challenge? Why were you not able to complete the challenge? Write it down because it's important. If it's your mental health, write it down, sit down and say, okay, why wasn't I able to complete this challenge that is going to help me, make my life easier? Why wasn't I able to complete this challenge? Because it's important. The moment you put your finger on why you were not able to complete the challenge, you will change it. You will change it. You make sure you change it so that you can, you can do things differently. Because when you're a single mom, you don't get to have people to rely on most times. And I'm telling you, in this era we are in, people are more unavailable because people have so many things going on for themselves. So you can't keep relying or waiting on people to notice that you are doing this. You have to take your life into your own hands and run with it, and run with your life. You have to do it. You know, you have to do it. If something is uncomfortable for you, sit down with it and ask yourself, why is it that way? Why do I feel that way? Write it down and meditate on it. Have a checklist. Okay, if did a challenge, I wasn't able to do it. I didn't even open the email, or I opened the email, but I felt just so tired. I didn't feel motivated. Have you tried something that can motivate you? I used to not feel motivated years ago. I used to think, but people will see that I need help. People will see that I need help, that my kids, I need help with my kids, I need help with this and that. It took me a while to realize, hey, people have their own children they're taking care of. They're not here to wait and see if you need help or not. I even believe another single mom that can really understand you, I'm sorry, somebody who can really understand you will be another single mom. But sometimes some of them too. So use your discernment. Use your discernment. I don't ask for help all the time because I'm able to pick. I'm very sensitive, and I think most single moms are like that because you are alone and you do a lot of things alone. So you're able to read the room fast. You're able to sense fast. Sometimes it's not accurate. It's not 100% accurate. But most times I was able to pick uh I was able to pick something and say, hold on, no, don't ask for help here. Or hold on, don't do this. You have to have the ability to read the room. You have to protect your heart, to protect yourself. You have to have the ability to read the room, to discern the area you're in. When somebody talks to you, you should be able to discern. Does this person has my best interest at heart? How does this person see me? Does this person see me as I see the person? These are things you should develop. You should develop great discernment to protect yourself, to protect your children, and to protect your goals. Because a lot of times, people don't expect you to move forward. A lot of times, not everybody. And it's help and encouragement is rare these days. I am a forever encourager. I encourage all day, every day. I am a forever encourager. I love to encourage. I get energy from it. But sometimes I need to be encouraged too. So if I encourage and it doesn't reciprocate, I stop. Yep, I do stop. So secure your documents, secure your digital life. One other thing I wanted to talk about is I have, let me give you the name. The name of it is the LastPass. So secure your digital space. Have a place where all your passwords get stored, and automatically they produce hard password to, you see, sometimes they said, oh, there's been data breach, passwords have been hacked, something like that. Have something that provides easy passwords that cannot be breached, that cannot be hacked. I don't know, whatever they say. I use LastPass. I use those tools. They are great. They help a lot. They help greatly. They provide the password for me. I just update it and boom, that's it. So, yeah, I think I've spoken a lot about myself today, just for the moms to know a little bit better about me. I will be sharing more career tips for single moms. I'm going to come up with a very good document that you moms can use, and if you're interested in career or you want to go back to school or something like that, you moms can use it easily to kind of like do all of those things. And I want to also share something with you ladies. I have my workbook. This is a 100 days goal crush for single moms. Here you will find tools how to start the 100 days. It's very fun. You buy a calendar, a large calendar for your wall. You write down all your goals. There are 6 key things that I share here that are going to be very motivational for you to start back, or even if you start and you stop, you bounce back like a boss, okay? And go back to it. It is from my experience. I have achieved a lot. I have a good job, a good business, good retirement account, good personal investment account. I haven't done it overnight. It has been little by little by little, 90 days, 100 days of total focus. This book is a workbook. It's not something you read over and over again. But at the beginning, I do share my story because I felt led by God to share my story. So that by the time you read my story, you can understand where I come from. And that can be very motivational for you too. I'm not going to stay long. I am done with the live. Thank you for being on my page. I appreciate it. Do not take it for granted. See you next time. See you next Sunday.